The New Britain Board of Education, providing students with a high-quality education.
All right, good evening, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting to order for the regular school board meeting of September 6th, 2022 at 6:05. We could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Witkowski, would you please lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you could please call the roll.
Ms. Gail Sanders Connolly.
Here.
Mr. Merrill Gay.
Here.
Mr. Joseph Lister.
Here.
Mr. Anthony Kane with a C. Ms. Monica Dawkins. Here. Mr. Anthony Kane with a K.
Here.
Mr. Matthew Marino.
Here.
Ms. Annie Parker.
Here.
Ms. Diana Reyes. Here. Ms. Tina Santana. Here.
And for the record, Mr. Kane will join us late. Mr. Kane with a C. If we could all take just a quick moment of meditation. Thank you. We have nobody signed up for public participation. Is there anyone who would like to address the board? Is there anyone who would like to address the board? One final time. Is there anyone who would like to address the board? Thank you. Moving into item number 2, reports. Superintendents Report. Dr. Gassner.
Thank you, Madam President. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Firstly, I'd like to welcome our 3 student representatives to their first board meeting. Thank you for joining. Thank you for doing your civic duty and serving the community of New Britain. As of the first week of school, I was able to visit 16 sites and 19 schools. I'd like to thank our parents for being so cooperative with the return of the board's uniform policy. As I visited the schools, my estimate is that compliance with the uniform policy was well over 95% of the students in the first days of school. I'd like to thank all of the members of our staff, elected officials, Mayor Stewart, Chief Ortiz, Chief Shoup, members of the New Britain Police Department and Fire Department, representatives from CCSU, and many others who came out to support our students on their first day. As a newcomer to this tradition, I found it heartwarming and a wonderful way to help our kids get off to a great start to their school year. Our facilities and operations departments continue to finish important projects like classroom projectors and ADA upgrades at New Britain High School. I'd like to thank Board President Sanders Connolly, Mayor Stewart, Commissioner Russell Tucker, and Secretary Cardona for their contributions to our convocation ceremonies. We're a great team and we will continue to collaborate to benefit New Britain's kids. I'd also like to thank the board for your trust and support in approving my recommended changes to our central office organizational chart and job descriptions. Everyone who has already begun to transition to their new roles. And board members, you have further updates from a variety of departments written in your packet.
Thank you. Committee reports. Don't believe we had any committee meetings. Does not. Are there any board reports? No, and I just, for me, I would say welcome to our student reps. I'm excited to have you guys here. Appreciate you guys taking the time. And I think Holmes won because we had the police and fire trucks at Holmes School for opening day.
Not that it was a competition.
There was no competition or anything, but we did have the full fire truck and everything. Anybody else?
Smith School had fire trucks, EMTs, and police officers.
All right.
I think Slade had CCSU EMTs and police officers as well. Although I would admit, being new to the whole process, when I walked up to Slade School and saw an ambulance out front, I thought that we were having a difficult first day, but it was all for good reasons.
All right. So now, student representative report.
Yes, I would read off the report. We have come up with our report together. We've collaborated on this over the past few school days, the first days of school. Now, coming off the coronavirus has changed the academic experiences of many, especially those who are returning to a school that they have not spent a full normal year of schooling. On the bright side, teachers I've spoken to district-wide have gained a technological understanding, inclined patience with students, and the confidence that comes with getting back to what they're used to. When surveyed, 6th graders of Slade and Pulaski and 9th graders of New Britain High School certainly found the preview day useful due to the sizes of their schools and confusion that would ensue over the next days. Yes, this preview day at New Britain High School also provides a useful volunteering experience for seniors. They can get volunteer hours for that as they show freshmen around the school. However, there are a few freshmen who have elective classes that leave them a little isolated on this preview day, as the classes are usually consisting of other grade students. And with the new scheduling, it's also very useful for new students. There are less transitional periods in each day, less of a problem. So that's definitely helping them adjust. And as the superintendent mentioned, the uniform policy has been brought back for elementary schools, and it has been generally accepted by parents of younger students that we have spoken to, seeing as how they do not have to spend money on like a broader variety of clothing. Like students will often want to like dress up for school, make themselves look good, but now with the uniforms look good, of course. But now with uniforms, everyone's the same. No one has to worry. It's really lifting a lot of work off the students' shoulders, presenting themselves socially. I think that'll be all.
So one question, Tomas, when you said isolated in electives, I think that means they have a course that is maybe an art course where there's 3 freshmen, 5 sophomores, and 12 juniors. But on this freshman first day, it was just 1 or 2 or 3 of the freshmen. Is that what you meant by that?
Yeah, music, like choral. I've spoken to some of my fellow madrigals, and there's 1 freshman there, and it was a difficult first preview day because he was just sitting there by himself.
Had some one-on-one time with the teacher.
Yeah, I guess that's valuable though. Get to know him. Yes, I mean, well, small things like bathroom policy with like locked bathrooms, cafeteria crowding, certain hallway restrictions. These topics of discussion spread fast from student to student, and this spread of information might be able to be utilized like positively in the future. Like students will sort of like gossip about stuff that's new or like interesting or strange. So this could definitely be used positively in the future. Like this year is definitely going to be a good one for development, seeing as we're coming off of the coronavirus. So I'm sure students will be happy to see all that.
I have a question. With the new block scheduling,
Yes.
I'm just going to ask your opinion. Are the classes, does it seem too long, or is it comfortable, or compared to the way it was before?
Well, I definitely see it as useful. It helps students a lot more time to work in class, an extra day for homework. 90 minutes. It's not really that bad. It's just like 2 class periods from like 2 separate days. But there certainly are a lot of students, and I think they've been using brain breaks, that they call it, in the classrooms. 5 minutes where get up, walk around, just loosen up. You guys have anything to say about that?
So me personally, I think that the block schedule is great because it's a longer time, and not a lot of people who go to school don't have enough time to stay after school, talk to their teachers. Me personally, I think it's good. a lot of other people may not think it's good because, you know, some people don't really like going to school at all. But but I think it's going to be good because the block schedule, as Tomas said, that 2 days are like squished into one, so it's going to have a greater impact on attendance, make it more stricter, but you get the consequences. But yeah, there's nothing really else. Tomas got it.
Oh, yeah. I agree with what Tomas and Yusuf said. At first, I didn't really like the idea of block scheduling, going from, every day having the same schedule, then block scheduling during COVID, and then back to 1 through 8, and back to block scheduling. It seemed like a lot, but I think it's going to be useful for me and a lot of other students to be able to get that longer class time and one-on-one time with the teacher.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Happy to have you.
Thanks for having us.
I'm excited. No stress. Yep. All right, so we are going to move into new business. And we are going to go in, entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss collective bargaining topics regarding the paraeducators contract renewal. Well, I think we have to come out and come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're inviting different people.
Okay.
So I'm going to invite the full board for item A and Christopher Engler.
I would also invite anybody who was involved in the negotiations, probably.
So also Mary Ellen Manning. Anybody for? No?
I think that's probably enough.
Okay.
Just for that.
And Miss Manning. So the full board, Miss Manning and Attorney Chris Engler. We met with them, so they, yeah.
This is the part we told you about where you have to wait here.
So if you have your laptops for school, you can do your homework.
I know, it's a resource.
Resource period, block scheduling.
It's a brain break.
Oh, did I have a second? And then,
No, I saw moved and then she seconded.
all right. All those in favor? Aye. All right, so we are back in session. For item B, I will entertain a motion for personnel, ratify contract between the New Britain Board of Education and the New Britain Federation of Paraeducators, Local 2407, AFT-CT, AFL-CIO, from July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? I will abstain. Only because my child he's not in the contract, but he follows it, so I'm just gonna abstain. All right, so item C, I will entertain a motion to go back into executive session to discuss documents protected under attorney-client privilege with Attorney David Baker, tax colleague Deanna
Pronounce your last name.
McWeeny, all right. Dr. Nicole Sanders, Mr. Kevin Kane, Dr. Gasper, Mary Ellen Manning.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, we are back. Moving on to the consent agenda. Is there anything that needs to be pulled off the consent agenda? All right. So new business, partnerships. Entertain a motion to approve contract to support Apprenticeship of Connecticut Initiative in the amount of $90,000.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Any questions? Could we have a small explanation?
Sure, this is for supporting apprenticeships at the high school. It's a continuation of an existing project. So this is not new work. Provides a pathway for students to gain internship or pre-internship, pre-apprenticeship activities with appropriate business partners.
Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item B. Entertain a motion to approve an MOU between Community Mental Health Affiliates, CMHA, and Consolidated School District of New Britain for smart recovery groups for teens, friends, and families at NBHS.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion, questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I could abstain.
One abstention. Item C. Entertain a motion to approve a purchase order and bid waiver for instructional coaching group training by instructional coaching group for building administrators and instructional coaches in the amount of $22,900.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item D, entertain a motion to approve a purchase order for learning, is it Ally subscription, $22,229.60.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Comments? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item E, academics. Entertain a motion to approve purchase order for Explore Learning Gizmos subscription in the amount of $16,988.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item F. Entertain a motion to approve the budget transfers for fiscal year 2022 to 2023.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item G. Entertain a motion to approve, to accept the final financial report and approve budget transfers for June 30th, 2022.
Second.
Any questions? Would you like to give us an overview, Mr. King?
I'll be quick. So really, you know, every year this year we close the books. We usually close the books around September 1st because the finance reports are for the state is due September 1st. This year we gave you a final report, or we thought it was final report in August. We actually do summertime accruals, so that's one reason the whole last transfer has to do summer accruals. What really happens is all our employees, teachers, etc., they get paid from September through August. They actually work from September through, let's say, June. So the accrual picks up that extra 2 months. What you're seeing here is a large dollar amount that is being done for MERS, which is retirement. We also have a lot of employees who are actually in the MERS pension plan. And of course, the MERS goes up every July 1st. So if you looked at last year, MERS was like 19.02% was the contribution. July 1st, MERS is now 21.58. So what you're really seeing there is just a catch up. So in July and August, the contribution increases for the district, and we you know, so that's the reason why for the $100,000 change.
Didn't want to deny your final closing
Well,
year
yeah.
That's why it is Mr. King's final report, though.
Well, for your closing.
Oh, for your
closing.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
want to
I
deny you that.
I won't be
It's not
front
your
back
final
around, no.
report, but your final year closing. Try not to dance. Any questions for Mr. King? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, motion carries. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.